Hey everybody, what's going on? Coming to show you some more thrift store yard sale finds. Actually going to start with a little bit of a story from yard selling. So I found some pretty good stuff, but this one person asked if they had any old video game stuff. I said, yeah, I got a Nintendo inside, I'll go grab it. And there are other yard sales in the neighborhood, like right across the street, so I said, okay, I'll walk across the street, I'll look at those two yard sales, and I'll be back. So I did that. Those two yard sales didn't have anything, and I walked back over. And then I waited probably 10 minutes for them to finally come back out. And when they finally did, it was the laundry basket had an original Nintendo. It had Legend of Zelda and Castlevania, and then just kind of 12 whatever games. I said, "Oh, how much do you want for it?" And she said, "Oh, she wants $250." And at that point, I was just like, "Oh, geez, this isn't gonna work." So I picked up Castlevania and Zelda. Asked how much she wanted for that. She had to end up calling her daughter, I believe, and the daughter just decided finally that she didn't want to get rid of it, even though she doesn't live there. And she hasn't seen it in probably 10 years. So that's just one of the things that kind of happens with yard selling, is people put a sentimental value on things, and you don't end up getting as good deals as you want when that happens. And you always want to walk away. You never pay $250 for an original Nintendo and 10 random games, because it's not going to work out. So anyway, now let's get to the stories and stuff that I got, that I actually picked up. Let's start over here. Got an Atari 7800. I picked this up from a lady. I asked her if she had any old video game stuff, and she was like, "Oh, I have an Atari and I have a Nintendo, but my husband would kill me if I sold them." And I was like, "Oh, was he here?" And she's like, "No. But I mean, I guess I could bring it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a look at it." So she couldn't find the Nintendo, but she said that was his, and she wouldn't feel right selling it, so I didn't pressure her into it. But she said the Atari was hers. But she also brought out like a box that had a few things in it. So this was a little pricey. Ended up paying $70 for it, but I can definitely make it back. And I'm actually gonna upgrade my Atari 2600 to the 7800, because the 7800 plays 2600 games, and I figure kill two birds with one stone, take up one less space in my house. So yeah, for $70, I picked up the following things. I got Super Mario Bros. 3, which looks pretty good. I got a manual for Super Mario 2 and a manual for Battletoads. I was really trying to get her to find this, but she said she didn't even know where he stashed the Nintendo, so that was probably with that. She had Zelda, which she wouldn't let Zelda go. Got Parasite Eve. It's complete, looks good. Doesn't look like they really played it that much. Got Crash Bandicoot. Complete, looks really good. So yeah, $15 game, $15 game, $20 game. I'm not going to go over the prices for Atari 2600 games. None of them are really worth anything more than $1 or $2. It's going to try and do this fast. So we got Combat, Frogger, another Combat, E.T., Frogs and Flies, Dodge 'em, Freeway, Boxing, Word Zapper, Circus Atari, Defender, Star Raiders, Kangaroo, Canyon Bomber, Food Fight, Stampede, Night Driver, Spider Fighter, Demons to Diamonds, mystery Parker Brothers game, probably Frogger, MASH, which I didn't know was a game, Lock and Chase, Midnight Magic. So you can see most of these are actually just for 2600. I think she said she upgraded to the 7800. I think there might be one 7800 game in here. Venture. This is falling off, but Amadar. The other game actually might be Amadar. I'm not really sure where the label goes yet. Pac-Man. Keystone Capers. Demon Attack. Phoenix. Skiing. Pole Position 2. Barnstorming. The game that's actually kind of worth a little bit is Burgertime. It's about a $10 game. Street Racer. Asteroids. Third copy of Combat. Sword Quest. Fire World. Towering Inferno. Another copy of Pac-Man. Copy of Miss Pac-Man. And finally, Battlezone. So yeah, every time I pick up 2600 games, I always get more than one copy of Combat. Except once where I didn't get any copies of Combat, and I found that very strange. So yeah, not too bad. Definitely a pretty good collection if you're into Atari 2600 games. Alright, next. This was actually at the yard sale right next to that Nintendo story I told you about. It's PlayStation 2, it's the Gran Turismo 3 bundle. When I got my original PlayStation 2 as a kid, I got the Gran Turismo bundle. It didn't come in this red box though, it just came in a regular blue PS2 box. I guess it's because maybe I picked it up later. I don't know if it's just a different bundling or if this is the special bundling. But yeah, showing it $10, offered it $5. She took it no problem. I don't think they really ever used it. It's complete in there. It actually came with an extra AV cable, which was good because I picked up the PS2 right next to it at another yard sale for $3, and it was only a power cord and a PS2. Works great. So for $3 and $5, it was definitely the prices I should be paying for PS2s instead of those past like $15 ones. But over there is just like another mess of cables that I picked up for I think 99 cents each at various thrift stores. On next to the on to my next score. Pulled up to a house. Didn't really have too much. Asked if they had any old video game stuff. The son was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, I'll go grab some stuff." He came back with I'll pour it all over. Came back with this pile of stuff. Asked him how much he wanted. He said he was looking for an offer. So I think he wanted me to aim high. I just said I'd give him $20 because I usually pay $10 for a Game Boy. You got a pretty decent looking Game Boy Advance. It has 3 charger packs. There's a couple more over there. It didn't come with an AC adapter, but I think I have a couple of the little tiny ones. And this is weird. A Tommy Hilfiger Game Boy Color. Let's get a little scratch on the flag. I did not know this existed. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's a thing. It doesn't look like it goes for very much more than a regular Game Boy Color. I know there's a couple other different versions of Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. There's like a Toys R Us version, there's the Target version. I think I'll have to look into all the different special versions. But anyway, came with one of these magnifying glasses / lights, the Game Boy Color. And they came with these games. It's Construction Zone, Men in Black, the series, Fairly Odd Parents, Breakin' the Rules, Treasure Planet, Toy Story 2, Game Boy Video, Cartoon Network Collection, and then Mario and Luigi, Superstar Saga, and Legend of Zelda Link to the Past with 4 swords. Yeah, I paid $20 for that. And then his sister was telling me she had N64 stuff, but she didn't know where it was, but she had a brand new DS. So she pulled that out, and it is, looks like she used it once or twice. Came with, Are You Smarter Than a 5th Grader? It also came with a copy of Super Mario DS. I already sold this for $15. I already sold the DS for $60. Came in the box, came with the charger, works great. $10, that's all she wanted. I wasn't going to argue with her. I tried to convince her to find the N64 stuff, but she said she wasn't even sure if she wanted to get rid of any of it, if she even did find it. That's what a lot of people do. They end up just wanting to hold on to it, and then they play one game, and then they put it back in their attic for another 5 or 10 years before they move out or whatever. She said she had some Wii stuff too, but she wasn't sure where that was either. I wasn't going to spend all day trying to convince her to find it, so I moved on. Another yard sale, I picked up Resident Evil for Wii for $1. Case is a little busted on the bottom. Besides that, it doesn't even look like it was played. This was weird. I found this at Goodwill for $4.99 minus 10%. It's Nights into Dreams for Sega Saturn, but it's in this it's in a regular jewel case, and I'm pretty sure Saturn games came in the tall cases, the tall plastic ones. So this might have been I know it says not for resale, so I'm assuming that might be this might be have been packaged in with the system. I didn't really look into it. I probably could have found that out in like 2 seconds that it probably was packaged with the system. But yeah, $5. I mean, it's like a $10 to $15 game. Over here, I got Chronology, I think it's pronounced. It's a card game. The guy paid 99 cents, or not even, because I had the discount because it was Goodwill. Game used to go for like $30-$40. It's down like the $20-$30 range. I think they might have reprinted it, is why. Yeah, decent condition. There's a ton of cards in there. Yeah, so that was a nice find. And then the same Goodwill, I found another copy of Milborn's. Is the collector's edition. I think I've probably shown you guys this before, with the little red car on the inside. Yeah, I think this was also marked at 99 cents, so I paid 90 cents, I guess. Yeah, it's complete, looks good. I think it's $40 version, this one, so that was really cool. And then it's Salvation Army. It looked like a metalhead had donated all this stuff. So I got The Day That Earth Shook, Manowar, The Absolute Power. I've heard of Manowar. I don't think I've ever heard any of their music. Yeah, so I don't even know. I looked it up on Amazon, looked it up on eBay. It looks like they're like $60 to $80 DVDs. The other one I got was Blind Guardian, Imaginations Through the Looking Glass. Once again, it's like a $60 to $100 DVD. It looks like people are asking. It's kind of crazy. I don't know. I guess they're kind of like rare metal DVDs. There was a ton of like Iron Maiden and a few other metal bands I can't quite remember. They were all overpriced, and they all really weren't worth anything, so I left them behind. But I grabbed these two because they looked like they were going for way too much money. Yeah, so that's everything. pretty good day yard sale on Saturday. I didn't get to go to the flea market this week because I had a party. But anyway, yeah. So that's everything. Pretty good finds. I think my favorite find is this Tommy Hilfiger Game Boy Color, just because it's super random. And hopefully next week I'll get some really good yard selling in. I think yeah, I don't know. Just the way I was talking to people Saturday just got them really thinking about their old video game stuff, and I'm just gonna have to remember to keep in that train of thought and that train of language when talking to people. So yeah, YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, comments. Feel free to share the video with other people. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, feel free to comment about it. Everybody have a good night. Bye.